Good night, peeps. I am back because I have a other interview to do with the great Droop Lion, of course. I think he's a great artist. His voice is just so like, whew, I like this man's voice. I ain't gonna lie. Droop Lion, he's a reggae artist that he's signed to a very good friend of mine. That's how I actually got the interview. And yeah, it's a pleasure to do an interview with him, of course. I'll be calling in a minute. So yeah.
Someone told me long ago, there's a storm before the calm, and I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, it will rain or fall it down. I know.
Peeps, my next interviewer is Droop Lion. It's a reggae artist from out of Jamaica. I think he's got a great voice. I think he's a breath of fresh air, put it that way. So I will be adding him to the live in a minute. And y'all can, he can introduce himself to y'all, of course. So yeah, man, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Gable, I'm not sure if you're on the live, but if you are, you can tell your artist that I'm gonna call him in about a minute. Yeah. Not a big deal. Let me turn this music up so y'all can get familiar with his voice, his song, his sound. He got like a hoarse voice, like, it's different, man. I like this man's flow. I ain't gonna lie, I like his flow.
My mother used to run up all ganja seed. She put it in a little buckle and she give it to feed. All I know, she said that this is no need. Some me want the sun to me, not in me eyes them bleed. And as I speak, don't me bill another set speed. And if you still breathe, me ball out indeed. Ganja we want and a ganja we need. For me born me a ganja man. My mother used to push me in a ganja pram.
This artist is everything, yo. Like, I like the flow. Tatiana, could you please from other artists for me? I let him know I'm live. Push me down on the country where me come from is a ganja land. When we cross the Atlantic and we overseas, and that's when we the queens of all place like Belize. Okay. People see me them a good night, people. I'm about to call the artist. Droop Lion.
Tell me you're my song. Come on, now, herbalist, so we no bun coke. I strictly high grade, we're using the stone. So listen, how we born me a ganja man. My mother used to push me in a ganja palm.
Good night, good night. Most high. All right, but good night, people. This is Droop, straight out of Jamaica. Very good artist.
Right.
Like your flow, your voice is what I like about your voice. You got like a hoarse voice, like it's rusty. That I like it. It's different. I've never heard it before. So people, this is Droop Lion. He is signed to a very good friend of mine, Jeffrey Gable. He gave me this interview, which I really appreciated, and I just want to say thank you to come on my platform. And I was watching your live last night with the other lady. I forgot her name. It was a good interview. Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole thing from beginning to end. And yeah, man, it's a pleasure to have you over here. I just want to say thanks for coming on my platform, and you can introduce yourself to my viewers because your viewers is on here, of course. So let my viewers know who you are. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Give thanks to having I, you know what I mean? In Jamaica right now, it's a sunny evening and it's coming down to evening hours and it's after 3:24 and time now. So it's a good evening to the world, you know? You know what I mean?
Yes.
And good evening to you too, Empress, you know what I mean?
Thank you
And
very much.
Jupe Lion, you know what I mean? This is Jupe Lion, you know? You know, naturally, and I sing reggae music, you know what I mean? Because that's a blessing that Jah give I and I. You know what I mean? Some people got 10 talent, Jah give I one, you know what I mean? So give
Good
thanks,
one.
you know what I mean? I was born in a parish in Jamaica called St. Mary, you know, and I've been living between St. Mary and Kingston from the moment I know myself because then I was called an orphan, you know. But then, you know what I mean, too much is given, much is expected. So give thanks, Jupiler.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, peeps, y'all got a little bit of introduction who Drew Plyan is. I think he's a great artist. Like I said, for my viewers that doesn't know who Drew Plyan is, he's a reggae artist, a true reggae artist. Because, like I said last time, I was on your other live, and most of the questions them that I'm going to ask tonight for my viewers, of course, because your viewers already heard them last night. Yeah, man, you gave a great interview last night. I liked it. It was very productive. It was very you gave all the information that was needed, and yeah, it was a great interview. So yeah, peeps. It is what it is. It's a great artist. I just want to say again, thank you for coming on my platform, which is NetJam 2021, straight out of Holland, Europe. I just want to say again, thank you, and I'm just going to jump in the segment of asking you some question that's all related to music, nothing personal. We're not going to get into people's personal business.
That's sad.
So yeah, for a colleague of mine or a friend of mine one was to ask, what made you become a musician in the first place, and at what age did you decide you want to do it?
This is the thing is, it's not what made me, you know, or what made me to become, you know what I mean? Empress, the real truth about this thing is what I am, you know what I mean? You know, I am music, you know what I mean? And then when you find out you have been underneath the earth, you know, to the sky, you know what I mean? To back on top of the earth, then you know, say, it's not what you choose, you know. It
Yeah,
was, you really is, you know what I mean, and what you really are, you know. So, we don't just tell her once, it's because, you see, I and I is a one who been created with a backbone to come and fight the struggles of life. And I know to myself when I grew to found out that, yeah, I will restore the crown of victory. You know what I mean? Because goodness of the Almighty is nothing but just goodness. You know, and aside come, and most of these things in many parables because I just want I want to know say it just simple natural. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Look what the eye do. You know what I mean? The eye is a presenter and when the eye bring cross I and I art form or even I and I works or I and I message. You know what I mean? And to the mass within Alan. Big up Alan. Alan I'm a place. I love Alan, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Naturally
I've
got
been to
people.
one of your shows. I've been to one of your shows in Amsterdam a couple of years back. And it was a great show, of course. So, okay, you know, Holland people, they love the reggae music and
And
stuff.
then
So,
and then you
yeah,
see, I want ones and ones to know say yeah, even though I and I was birthed this way, you know what I mean? Then you found out that, yeah, I and I have a talent to sing music, but I and I still practice it. And
Yeah.
I go to my bed every night thinking about how to find that song that brings the people unto salvation. You know what I mean? And I wake up in the morning, same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Giving thanks for waking. And the music is on I and I mind. I'm gonna talk about just in for just the people in Jamaica and the life that I still living in Jamaica, because then I and I is a real subject, you know. So I and I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, international and globally. When I and I think about the music, I and I think about the liberty of every kind of people, every form of people. It no matter your color, you know what I mean, or your creed,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I and I just people, you know. So as Mr. Empress, it's just that who much is given to, then you find out much is expected, and that just simple natural, because if you have
Yes.
a youth
Yes.
to send them and you spend a lot of money send them to primary school, then
Cool.
high
Yes.
school,
Yes.
university, you want them to come out to something good. You know what I mean? Well, the Almighty invest in I and I, you know,
Yes.
because
Yes.
then I and I think about how this really come about. You know, the simple youth who grew with my grandmother and many more of my relatives, them like my grand aunt and my auntie them and my
Yes,
uncles
because
them.
what I got out of your interview from last night, you lost your mom at a very young age, and I'm like, oh, well, I wouldn't know how that feels to lose my mom, and like you was like 9 months when your mom because I read your bio also because Gabe will make sure he sent all the info.
Well,
So yeah,
Empress is the
man,
same thing. It's the same thing, you know. I don't even know what it is to not last in my mom,
mom, your
or even
mom, yes,
having my mom.
yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean? So, you know what I mean? It's no difference if you check it, you know, but then yeah, there's a difference, you know what I mean? And I like, you know, someone just say, oh, it must been rough, and you know what I mean, I must grow up and been confused. Even when I go to school, you know, because of
yes,
behavior patterns. You know what I mean?
yes,
And I thinking that the only way to actually deal with what go on within the inside is to actually
yes,
bring it out. You know what I mean?
yes,
In
yes,
more
yes,
of a verbal or physical way. It get me in a many trouble, you know. But then it help to build I and I if you know, so yo, yeah. You know what I mean? When you behave a certain way, then there's a certain form of retribution and a certain
yes,
form of
yes,
restraint.
yes,
Come
yes.
forward, you know. And then it teach me too, you know, because I could look at life as nothing is nothing. You know what I mean? Because me forget there. You know what I mean? Many
Yeah.
times, bro. You know what I mean? But then I and I, as a man, will have to find the importance of life. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And when it
definitely.
come on
Yes,
to I and I as an individual, I try to find an importance to my life that can actually serve others' life. You know what I mean? Where
yes,
probably
yes,
have type of traumas. You know what I mean? Or even the who think that they're in a better position but having different problems, because then
yeah.
we come with music, Empress, and just give music and to I and I. It's not just about getting people happy and make them dance, but it's all about healing broken soul, you know what I mean?
So
It's all
yes,
about
yes, most
rising down
definitely.
in spirit. You know what I'm saying? So if you know your spirit down, music can lift it. And if you know you have a broken soul, you know music can heal that. You know what I mean? Because the words
Music
and the
is the
melodies
healing of
of
the nation. It is. I feel
everything.
so from the bottom of my heart that music do take you to a place where nothing else can and nothing else can help you then because sometimes when I'm in depends on what mood I am, I will put on my reggae music and all I want to hear is conscious music. I don't want to hear the baga juku 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 and all the drama. And
Actually,
then sometimes all I want to hear is some good ass dancehall from the 80s and the early 90s. So music do I think it do soothe the soul. I think so personally. So, back in school, or like I got from your interview last night, you was practically grew up in church. Did you used to be in the choir, or did you used to play any instrument? And if so, what instrument did you used to play? in church, of course, or even
The
in school.
art instrument I play from them time until this time. You know, it's like even one time I was a kid, was a very young youth and I go to church. You know what I mean? I wasn't really enticed about drums that playing in church.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wasn't enticed about the type of rhythmic music that take place in church. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I was more fusy about the message. You know what I mean? That I would hear in church and think my spirit take on more to that. You know what I mean? Even when the people get in spirit in church, sometimes it would be like a acting to me, you know what I mean? And because then you can't get so high and then in no minute, you know what I mean, you're back down to ground levels,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
you take it for yourself with anything with flammable, anything where carry a certain type of, you know what I mean, a carbonic type of energy, you know. You can
Yeah.
test it. It's not just fly out so easy, I'm
True.
always have it happen, and because remember we are in a community which part everybody has to everybody and we all seen each other's liberty, you know what I mean? And then
What's up with this internet, man? I know it's not my internet because both my okay. I think your connection is a bit bad just now because you got chip
okay.
up for a minute. But
Okay, I
yeah.
think I was call a while ago because sure it's a telephone I'm doing this thing and it's the same
Okay. No,
telephone
that
that
it happens sometimes. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But you
I mean
basically
I
just answer my
apologize in a
question.
hundred times, you know what I mean? So
Um,
that's what it,
yeah,
naturally. So I was more fused to the words that a pastor would preach or you know what I mean? I would be in Sunday school and they would teach a Sunday school lesson. You know what I mean? I would really try for grasp or if I can't really grasp then we'll fight it to grasp and when I can't get for grasp, it's like I would want to come out of Sunday school or you know what I mean? And it happened and I found out that the whole thing is it's all because of, you know, many inner feelings too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
then from an early age I find out that even the whole God system and ism. It's about a whole inner system and feelings which is within a system, And
and that's
you know what I
true.
mean?
That's true. Because oh, this internet is driving me insane. Why is the internet connection in Jamaica going so bad?
And then when people are not comfortable with the inner person, that's the time another ones can actually identify a certain behavior, you know what I mean, or a certain energy and say, yo, the devil is upon him or upon her, you know what I mean?
Over her,
So,
yes, yes,
you know what I mean? But me see all of these institutions and all of these process from school to church, Empress. I see
yeah.
as in layman terms, the way we talk in our community, we would say it's like a stepping stone, It's like a learning process, you know what I mean? Every
Yeah, yeah.
moment, every inch of the driven way. So I give thanks same way, It is what brought
No,
I and I right here.
and we appreciate it, and it makes you become the person that you are. Because some people would think not growing up with a
I
mom that
think
will
now
tell
I'm
you
not
like,
hearing you.
"You're not hearing me." I don't know what's going
I
on.
think I'm not hearing you, so
Are you hearing me now? Because I'm hearing you clearly. The audience, could you please tell me if you guys can hear me?
headphone. I got no headphone with me in Empress. I'm not at home.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. I'm just asking the
Uh,
audience if they can hear me.
I'm well turned up right now, so I don't know. And this is
Yeah,
the way how technology
mine's
working
too.
today, even in the world. You know what I mean? It's taking this trend and this is where we're going. I think it not fully started out yet.
People on the live, could you please tell me if y'all can hear me or hear the
Turned up.
artist because I'm hearing him clearly?
You hearing me?
I'm hearing you clearly. I'm hearing you real good.
It's very low upon me right now. I'm
Oh,
not hearing you.
maybe you need to put in your
And
earpiece,
it's
and then
low,
you can. I don't
but
know
it's
what
a
happened.
quick. We get in a earphone, Empress, because that's how
No
it is.
problem.
Babylon have to know too. You know what I mean? Say, you know, this type of communication is not ultimate. You know what I mean? And it will not be the first option within the human population. You know what I mean? Because when we go into elementary school to high school, they teach to us and taught us that body language, you know what I mean,
There's a lot. Yes.
is a whole lot, even more than verbal communication.
Yes.
And
Yes.
today,
It is. It is.
we're going digital. And digital depends on a whole lot of what the human resource download on it. You know what I mean?
True.
And I know from our own experience, putting our own shoulders to the wheel, that human among their own self can also be failure. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because if we're only
No
gonna
woman.
depend on
Women in general.
our own experience, you know, and just our petty knowledge, you know what I mean, then and avoid nature from intertwine within all our livity, then you find out we're limited
Yeah.
and
True.
been
True.
limited before. And we even make ourselves even more limited, more vulnerable, you know what I mean?
True.
So
True.
these things I forget real thought over and think about, and you know what I mean? We have to get to the core of these things, because if it's these things we're going to depend on to navigate, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And to carry the message, you know, and the vibration, you know what I mean? More thinking we'll have to put into it, because we can communicate telepathically, you know what I mean? And we are not bashing the internet, because the internet have a whole lot of good purpose
It does.
and use.
It's both ways.
And
It both ways.
the
You can use it.
intelligence of the internet, because it's the world that's intertwined, you know what I mean, and using
Yeah.
this medium and facility. And the world of people thinking is a whole heap of knowledge, that a whole heap of good knowledge and bad knowledge. But today, the people been driven by most of the negative, you
True.
know what I
True.
mean, that
True.
come across on the internet, and then it kind of get them distracted, you know what I mean, from the real way of life. Today, we see kids growing up never get a touch of the holistic, you know what I mean, and
Most definitely.
they have never catch a fire by just simple wood, you know, with 3 stone, you know what I mean, to put the pattern, you know.
Yeah.
They have never swept a yard, like sweep a yard, get a yard clean, the house clean, without one of
Maybe.
these Chinese made plastic brooms, you know what I mean, or
Yeah.
vacuums, you know what I mean. We'd have to do that with our natural hands, and instill and create devices. We'll give a thanks to technology, and it's always here, you know what I mean,
True.
from
True.
ancient
True.
time, billions of years ago, you know what I mean. It's always here, you know. So, you turn it on. No, Adrian, get me one
My
of these
earpiece.
devices. I'm not even use so much about. Turn on. My device turn on. My
Is it a Bluetooth earpiece? And the connection. Jamaica got like the worst connection in the world. I swear to God. And the connection is bad. The artist is chipping in and out. I don't know what just happened. I think he just connected to the Bluetooth earpiece that is probably connected to his phone at this point. That's why, or it's the internet. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you what it is. And the artist got cut off, but I guess I'll call him back in a minute when he comes back on live. I'm telling you, I don't know. I know it ain't my internet because my internet is perfect at this point. So I just think it's the artist's internet in Jamaica. I don't know what's going on, but let me see if I could get him back. Let me see if he's on the live. He got completely cut off, so I don't know what's going on. Or somebody's trying to report the live and it keeps on cutting off. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, as far as y'all know, that was Droop Lion, straight out of Jamaica. He's a reggae artist. He's not an upcoming artist because he's already in the industry for a good couple of years. And I went to a couple of his shows in Europe a while back because, like I said, he's signed to a friend of mine's, which is Jeffrey. He got his own record label too. So yeah, that's how comes I met Jupe Lion a couple of years back. Put it that way. Not met him personally, but yeah, went to his show and got the interview. So we're waiting for the artist to come back. Tatiana, if you're on the live, which you are, could you please send a message to Jupe Lion and get him back on the live for me because you know I can't jump off anyway. So yeah, one of those things. In the meanwhile, let me go and run two of his tune till oh, he's back. All right, let me call him back. Invite. Yep. Yeah, so we're making a connection. I think he got cut off because he's trying to connect his phone to the Bluetooth earpiece. I know how that goes sometimes. Yeah,
Hearing you
you're
now.
back. Can you hear me now? Hello? What's up with this internet though? I know it's not my internet. Internet is full. Yeah, can you hear me now?
I'm up, man. Yeah, man, hearing you. You know what I mean?
Okay, no, because
I'm
you
here.
you cut off completely and you coming in and out, so I was wondering what was going on. But
You know,
it
try to hearing you.
okay,
That's how
so
technology right now in the Empress. We can't get too beat up about it when time it's acting up itself because we must know
no,
all of
it
these things.
happens. It happens. It's technology. It chips in and it chips out. It's not a big deal. And who have a problem with it, that's their business because we know how the internet works.
Natural,
But I want to
natural, natural.
hurry up and get through my questions before we run out of time. So I want us to ask what accomplishment do you see yourself achieving in the next 5 to 10 years?
Empress, the thing is,
Visual.
you know, 5 to 10 years, we'll best to continue doing what we're doing, man. You know what I mean? Because today, it's the same role of people that we're going to live with. You know what I mean? It's just that some youths will be getting older. You know what I mean? And people age growing up. But the same people in the next 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean? The same people them today who can telling me that we're doing good. You know what I mean? And they like the part that I'm on. You know what I mean? So I will just continue this movement and leave space for it to grow. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
I will just continue doing it, you know. Real
Most
Rastafari,
definitely.
clean water, you know what I mean? Thing
Most
really
definitely.
means
That's
it.
the way you do it. Um, out of the whole music, entertainment, do you have anything as any other hobby or skills that you do apart from being a musician?
Nothing like I love to do like music. You know what I mean? I really feel like I know to do like music, you know.
Yes,
But
yes,
after
yes.
leaving school, you know what I mean? Even when I was at school, I used to learn, you know what I mean? Like electrical welding and all these type of things. Playing with a whole lot of iron, you know what I mean? Using the source of heat, you know, to join and
Yes,
bend
yes.
irons and all these shapes. bring it to what you want. But then, as Mr. Music is always a part of I and I, you know, because there are musicians in my family, you know what I mean? The great King Weber that sing Hello Carol is my granduncle, you know what I mean? And my great great grandfather, you know what I mean? My grandfather, you know what I mean? These people are like
Yes.
preachermen, you know, they are like pastors, you know, they build church and all of these type of things. So the reverence in within me from longer time. So I just there to just transform the thing and bring it out, you know what I mean, within the modern time, within a modern way. You know what I mean? And keep the message going on. It's nothing new to me. I've been doing this like 3,500 years ago. Believe me.
That's the good you
Yeah.
do. Okay. What strengths do you have that you believe makes you a great musician? What makes you that different musician from the rest of the reggae rest of your peers? Put it
I
that way.
don't know
What?
about it first. I don't think I have no strength that make me a great musician. And because all of these words, you know what I mean? Great and all of these type of things, legendary and prince of rose. It's not my words. They are coming from the people, you know what I mean? And I
True,
work with
true,
it because
true.
the voice of the people is the voice of the Almighty, you know? So I don't fight it, I work with it. But then it's not my words, you know. I know, yeah, I have a duty, you know, because then I can feel it upon me because the problem of this world affect me so much. You know what I mean? And I try to make sure that my music meant some form of medicine, you know what I mean, to the sickness of the society, you know, stuff. And I
Yes.
will continue doing that, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that make I great. Well, if that make I great, you know what I mean? Well, the ones them are gonna get a reward from Jah. The ones them who identify that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But up till
Yes.
now, I
Yes.
still gonna practicing and working on the art and the craft. You know what I mean? Trying to deliver a good song in good feelings and words, you know, to the people, you know.
Most definitely. Somebody wanted us to know, is there any, I wouldn't say weakness, but that's the question they sent. Is there any weakness within the of your craft that you like that you're working on? And maybe weakness is not the right word to use, but what what would you do to change what you're doing right now that you think will make you exceed in whatever you're doing? Because the actual question was, do you have any weakness that you're actually working on to improve on?
You see, I just said the word couldn't be weakness. And the reason why I phrase that word and said could be weakness is because then it's everything about the craft. You know what I mean? That is a continuous working on, you know. I have to be continuous working on because as I told you, you know what I mean, there's always room for growth, you know. And I
Yeah, yeah,
always open myself as a channel to learn. And in music, music is infinity. You know what I mean? Because knowing that we're dealing with people who carry infinite ways of feeling and thinking, you know, and the way we
yeah.
get music now is to reproduce back all of the thought and meditation and inspiration that we get from the Almighty, you know, in words, you know what I mean, and try to deliver the feelings within melody for the people. So it's every levels of the craft I keep on working on because every day is a learning process. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I weak or if I strong, but I know my art. You know what I mean? And my art is real. You know what I mean? Towards the whole movement of music,
Yes.
reggae music. You know what I mean? In every levels where we
And every
deliver this
aspect.
music
Yes,
to
yes, yes.
develop and uplift people. You know what I mean? Naturally, that's what I'm about.
Yes. Because I see the
Yeah,
time is
Jam.
going real fast. I just want to go. I just want to go through the questions real quick before the time is finished. What is what makes you so passionate about music? And I guess you're explaining it a couple of times. Like music bring healing. It teaches a whole lot of
Yeah.
yeah.
All I do
You
is Christian,
basically
just
answered that question
already.
already.
Don't expect answer your question. But the thing is, yeah, the thing with me is the part what I feel within myself. Like I so passionate about music. I can use it to explain myself. And then I find out that music alone shall live. I've been learning that from kindergarten. So when I find myself grow to a sense, I know that Jah give I music. You know what I mean? I appreciate it 100%. You know what I mean? If not 120, years or 20.
Most definitely, most definitely. And what is your least favorite part about being a musician? What's your least favorite part about just being in the whole industry and being a musician, I guess?
It's
It doesn't
probably not
always
my
come
least
with
favorite part, but probably it's my least involvement. The section that I least involved in, and it's like probably the business of the
the
music.
business
That's the
aspect.
reason why I actually have a management team. And give
Yes,
thanks to Mr. Kabir Stevenson and the whole team, you know what I mean? Kamika
yes,
Reynolds and the whole work, you know what I mean? Orion and David in America right now who never sleep, you know what I mean? Even when I get tired, you know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my least involvement in contacting people like you, Empress, you know what I mean? And making
Most
things like this
definitely.
possible that we're able to, you know what I mean? Get the platform to endorse ourselves and let the people know who Joe Player is, you know?
Yeah,
So,
most definitely.
you know, that's
That's a
why
good
I think
answer. Okay, okay, okay. I'm trying to get to this question before the time's run out because the time is going so fast. It's what I hate with you, with IG. The time is run out real quick.
and hey Europe, Europe, America, Jamaica, London, UK, Manchester, hey my people, they're down in Brazil. Oh, Caribbean one, Australia, New Zealand, the South Pacific, Japan, oh, Africa, supply and representing NEDJAMM and 2021. IG Live, IG Live, IG Live, IG Live.
Well,
Long ago, there's a storm before the calm, and I know it's been coming for some time. I know. Well, you know what I mean? Have you ever seen the rain, seen the rain, seen the rain? Have you ever Poland? You know what I mean? My people down there in Poland, you know what I mean? The whole Helsinki, you know what I mean? The whole of Finland, Iceland, Greenland, straight back to Russia. You know we do it in a
yes,
Switzerland.
yes,
You know, we
yes.
don't leave out the people, them, you know what I mean? Netherlands, you know, the things stay. You know what I mean?
Holland
People
in
like
the
the
building. Bop, bop, bop. Well, definitely, like it's a pleasure having you over here and my platform. And yeah, I got my viewers over here and some of your viewers, of course, and they loving it. They loving it, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And
oh, man.
like I said, I've been to your show
Okay.
like let me see, probably 4 years ago. You was in Amsterdam, and I came to your show. Did you
Well,
perform? Did you
it.
perform in Eindhoven? Do you remember if you performed in this little city called Eindhoven? I'm trying to remember if you have
Yeah,
performed
I
here.
performed in Chauvin, man. Yeah, man, I did.
Yeah, see?
You know what I mean?
That's where I
That's where
came
we
to
give
your
them
show.
songs like
Yes, you did.
Treasure is no stood up to stand up, fight for your rights. And you ain't gonna get your culture more. Roots naughty, don't give up, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, yeah. Dreadlocks, your time is now, stood up. Maybe I die, you know what I mean? To fly in
Yes,
2021.
yes.
Relax. You know,
You playing in the building, people bringing the sweet reggae music to your ears with a killer voice. Like I said, your voice is different. It can't be compared to any other artist in the industry because, like I said, you have this voice that sounds like you're a horse, and I just can't compare it to nobody else. And that what makes you different from the rest of the, I guess, the reggae
Yeah,
faculty.
man. In
So,
every
yeah, man.
250 years, Empress, there's a warrior rise with something that Jah give him, you know what I mean, to bring his people unto salvation. You know what I mean? And we have to just be humble, you know, and wise within time like these. I tell my people worldwide who log on right now and who don't even log on. But wise, you know what I mean? Be skillful. You see the times that we are living in. So whole lot of
Perilous times,
manipulation. I
perilous
mean,
times.
very perilous times, and we've been seeing and talking about this for a long time. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of people who have a whole lot of heads up on times like this. You know what I mean? And there's a whole lot of people who continue wise.
That's true. That's true. And the internet is going again. I cannot stand this internet, you know. People, the internet is acting up. Um, the time is going fast tonight, like real fast. Faster than normal. I guess I say this every I guess I say this every week. The time is going fast, but yeah, I guess it is what it is. And the artist got cut off again. But we gonna wait for him to come back. And yeah, in the meanwhile, let me go and run two of his tune before I get him back. I hate when the internet does this. And again, it's not my internet, peeps. I promise you, it's not my internet. That's from Jamaica itself. I don't know where he is, but his internet is real bad. Is that a Brazilian flag? Garciana Mendes, bless up, bless up. Gable Stevenson, Jeffrey, bless up yourself. The artist got cut off again. I'm just waiting for him to come back on the live, and then I will call him back. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I don't know what happened. Palace Picnic Drew Fly. Yes, Gable. Again, Gable, I just want to say thank you for getting me this interview with your artist. I appreciate it. You know you're a big bro to me, and next time y'all come to Holland when the place open up back, you know I definitely come to y'all shows and check it out. And I will most definitely try and get a booking with him too. Even if it's a club appearance, we will going to definitely do that. I'm trying to get Freeway. Where is Freeway? I hope this is the Freeway song. I like this song.
Somebody got to call. I am talking. TCT. Because I'm in criminal cars. TCT. I am targeting.
Gable, could you check Andrew Blind and see what happens to his connection? And tell him to come back on the line so I can call him. My daughter's acting a fool right now. This girl is crazy. New album coming soon. What's the name of the album? Do y'all already have a name or a release date for the new album that's coming soon, peeps? I hope the music is not too loud because I sound like I'm screaming. Garciana, appreciate the you following my page or at least being on my live. Thank you very much. What's that? Zeal We Wings. Thank you for logging in. Clementine, DJ Tina in the building. One of the best female DJ I know. People go and follow DJ Tina at Miss DJ Tina. No, Miss underscore DJ underscore Tina. Wicked ass female DJ. Y'all should check her out. She can literally go from reggae, dancehall, rap, hip hop to Afrobeat. That's how good she is. Check her out. Follow her, of course. DJ Tina. Miss underscore DJ underscore Tina. Show her some love. So yeah. I'm waiting for the artist to come back. I don't know what happened to his connection. As y'all can see, I'm still here with you, so it's not my connection. So we're waiting for him to come back. So, yeah, that's about it. I don't know what happened. I think his manager, good night, Isabel Faraz. Lovely, lovely lady. Humble. Rest up yourself. No, she not.
Hey, me mama gone a girl, can't do our skill. Grab a man, stick her up and take a little bit. You start a year with something new, so mama just get killed.
Yes, people, I'm doing an interview with Droop Lion, but the interview got cut off. I don't know what happened to the internet from his side, of course, and he got cut off. So I'm just basically waiting for him to come back on the live. Tatiana, good night, Nicole. Next one of my good, great. She's not even a friend. She's a sister, like Isabel, Clementine, Nicole. They're not my friends. They're my sisters from other mother. I appreciate them, Tatiana. I appreciate these ladies. If anybody should have friends, it should be friends like these three young ladies. Like I said, Collie Matson, Miss Tina Faraz, who's a DJ / dancer. She's an entertainer all the way around. And then you got her sister, that is Isabel. That's a humble soul. And then you got Tatiana, who's the spicy, spunky female, just like myself. Because we were born in the same month. And yeah, man, I wouldn't trade these females for nobody else, and I wouldn't want no more friends but the one that I have, because we've been friends for 30+ years. We don't cuss, we don't fight, we don't argue, we don't go on each other's back and talk bad about each other. And I think that's what kept our friendship so grounded. So, ladies, I'm showing y'all love from me to y'all. Love you, ladies. Love you a lot, and don't never change for nobody. But again, yeah, I'm still waiting for my artist to come back. Gable, what happened to Droop Lion? Don't tell me. Somebody is either reporting my live, but it's not my live because I didn't get cut off. So I guess it's his live. I don't know what's going on. Tatiana, if you're on the live, could you please send the artist a message and ask him what happened? So, yeah. Yeah, Clementine, true love. I'm telling you guys, like, yeah, man. 30+ years of friendship, you don't find that anymore, like one time. And of course, I got my other cousin from Miami, Luchi Poo. I'm not sure she's on the live because she's a businesswoman herself and she's running her business like nobody's biz. But if she's on the live, Luchi Poo, known as AKA Samantha. E-Banks, love you, girl. Can't wait for the place to open up so I can fly out to Miami. But yeah, that's about it. Like I said, I'm still waiting for my artist to come back. I don't know What happened? I know it's not my internet because I'm still here. So yeah, let me see if I could get him over in this phone. Oh yeah, my colleague says she messaged him already, so waiting for him to come back and see what's good. Lucifer in the building, bless up your damn good self, girl. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, I want to give a shout out to my brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews, uncle, aunties, and most definitely my mom, Jean, Olive, DeVos. Bless up yourself. You're a blessed lady. And of course, can't leave out my stepmom because she raised me. Carmen Jones, bless up yourself. And Kayan, bless up yourself. Quasian Walters, known aka E-Banks. Bless up on yourself. And of course, tomorrow today's your birthday, little man, Mr. Spooner. Bless up yourself on your earth strong. You don't know. Auntie love you.
Got nothing to offer. Crying from the ones who living out on the ferry. All a little bit and see you the God. No one knows to them now they find got a life that they living it on. You might see it's so unfair.
It's either the artist battery is either dead, you can't connect back to the internet, or his internet is completely down. I don't know, but my colleague sent him a message, but she said she's not getting any response. So I don't know what's happened. Let me see if he's back on the live. Let me check. No, he's not. TT Diamond, in the meanwhile, I'm gonna call you till the artist come back. If you want to pick up, you can pick up. You don't have to, but yeah, you can pick up if you want. This is my song.
Early morning, la paracon. Take my blackbird on a ride. But if you're taking a thought to the thunder, don't you know I'm a button in my mind? I'm taking freeway.
For the people that don't
Give me 1 second.
this is my other colleague. Normally we would be together doing the interview. But like I said, every week she's in a different city. I'm in a different city, and we will link up real soon. It's not a big deal. We will get there soon.
Hi guys.
So yeah, TT Diamond, introduce yourself to the world.
Hi, I'm Tatiana. I'm from Amsterdam side, Brenda's colleague on NEDJAMM 2021.
You're not only my
Yeah.
colleague, you're one of my best friends.
Gotcha. Check. That's right.
Ow. So yeah.
So that was a good interview. I liked
It
it.
was. I don't know what happened to Drew Lion, man. It's a pity that he got cut off, because like I wanted was to sing some songs, and I don't know what happened. I guess the
Yeah.
connection is Jamaican is Jamaica as bad as it always is. I never see a country with such bad connection, though. I don't know if it's Flow or Digicel, but y'all need to get y'all game up, because y'all messing with people's interview.
They could be like digital. Oh my god. Oh my god. But that was a good one. I didn't know that you from NY.
Nicole said hi.
Hi. Hi love. How are you? Hi Sammy. Up. You don't know.
He's coming back now. Okay, no problem. As soon as he
Great.
get back on the live, I will call him back live visit. Thanks, Gable. Clementine said hi. Tatiana, how are you doing?
Hi. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just as usual, feeding my face about to.
Tatiana, the artist, is back, so I'm
Right then, guys. See you guys later.
I'll call you back in a minute, sweetheart.
Sure, dude. No problem,
Okay.
love. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Call you back in a sec. Yeah, man. We got
Thank
disconnected.
you,
What
technology.
happened? What happened?
I give thanks to life, yeah, Empress, you know what I mean?
Most definitely, most definitely. But anyway, I already asked you all the questions that I want to ask, and I got like a good 5 to 6 minutes. So if you could just bless the viewers with some of your songs and let them hear your vocals, I show them say you're mad like that. Of course, the man voice, mad,
Oh,
mad, mad is just different.
Oh, God. You know what I mean? I said this a couple times now. You know, to all go on the world right now, the songs them where I come to I and I to sing. You know what I mean? It's songs where for bring people in a state of sovereignty, you know? You know what I mean? And heal broken heart and broken souls, you know?
Most
Right across the
definitely,
world.
most
You know?
definitely,
Naturally,
most
naturally, you know,
definitely.
I would sing a song like, you know, most time we pray for them. He, he, and not alone we pray for them. He, he, not alone we pray for the ones who washed away in the flood, and pray for the ones who bury up in the mud. The volcano burst and burn some property, people die because of poverty. That's why I pray for the ones who lose their roof in the storm. And if you do, I don't know where we bring it on. We pray for the ones who look sitting on them farm, and pray for the land where the tsunami go on. Another jam we say we pray for them. He, most time we pray for them. He, that doesn't the system where we live in, it's a concrete jungle. Man, if we stand for no one, no time for stumble. And just like a dover, some me calm and humble. Cause the good, the bad, and the wicked turn the place in a dungle. You live by faith, my friend, you shall move mountain. When one door closed, and much more door open. The use is springing up like what out on the fountain, watch I pray. And now I'm blessing the counting. Now that jam we say we pray for them. All the problem of the world, all these people after all, not a time. Pray for them. Sister, why you begging when I pray, I make it fall in vain? No, I stung like the debris that come down when it rain. I am praying, not the praying, or the most high name. To be my backbone in the time of strain. You're my healing temple in the time of pain. I want more favors, not the most high name. Now the John say we pray for them. Pray for France, pray for another land, boy. Pray for America, pray for England, pray for Germany, prayer goes out for Jamaica, prayer for Canada, hey world, to play and representing, hey world, hey world.
That was great, man. Like, oh, I could listen to your voice all day. No joke. Love it, love it, love it, love it. It's a blessing to
Yeah,
have you over here, man. Like,
it's a
appreciate it.
blessing. Give thanks, you know what I mean? And I hope everyone, you know, would listen to the music, you know what I mean, that I and I play, you know, and play it because it's spiritual music,
It
you know
is,
what
it
I
is,
mean?
it is,
Carry
it is.
you know what I mean? To heal the world, you know, from its
Yes.
despair in a natural way, and it's
Duke,
just
I'm not trying to cut you, but we have like 8 seconds before it got cut off. I just want to say thank you again for being over here. Jeffrey, again, thank